Wind speeds of 185 to 220 miles per hour during Hurricane Dorian destroyed homes, businesses, and communities in Abaco. This included over 400 power lines. BPL is mandated to provide power on Abaco, and they have already made good progress restoring power. We visited Abaco last week to get an update.
We have two crews in from Nassau, along with our own crews here, and after we did the assessment on the south, we decided to go after the south and look at trying to get the power restored there as soon as possible. So currently, as of today, we're about 95% in restoration in the poles and the lines and so forth. In my background, I don't know if you can see, but we have a 1.8 diesel generator that just showed up last night, and we're presently getting that wired up. And we're hoping if everything goes right and a little bit of luck that we'll have power sometime Friday down to the south. And then the second phase, we've already done our assessments going north. We currently did the assessment from Treasure Key down to all the different communities, one by one, down to Crown Haven. And we have the assessments done there where we have a lot of poles down. Roughly about 232 poles down there and a lot of wire. And also right from outside the plant here, the 69 kV line going into Marsh Harbor. We did our assessment there, and we're currently in the process of getting ready to start resetting the broken poles there. Currently we have 13 of those 65-foot poles in our stores, and we have the others on their way. And we have crews all ready to start that work.
Extensive work is needed in the north.
So leaving here and going north, our main objective there, because of the devastation in Marsh Harbor, would be to get power to the government building, the clinic, the airport, and so forth, and some street lighting. And then thereafter, we'll be going north, where we have a lot of devastation there. So in saying that, we're still presently working on bringing in crews from Carolick. So hopefully, you know, as the communication goes, and the biggest thing here now is also accommodations, trying to accommodate people, especially if we bring in, you know, 50, 60 people, it's going to be hard to accommodate them. So we're looking at Camp Abaco right now. It's had a lot of damage, but we're going to go back in today. We've already looked at it once. We're going to go back in today with the COO, Mr. Pratt, and have a look and just see if it's worth going in and getting that place fixed up and having folks stay there.
The weather has been cooperating, and the teams have been working around the clock.
So right now the weather's been pretty good. We had a couple of near misses, you know, a little bit of wind and stuff. In a way, was a godsend, because some of the points that we missed that were a little weak, they came down, so we were able to go back to those communities and get the restoration done there from that. But other than that, the weather hasn't been too bad. It's been, you know, we've putting in some long days and 7 days a week, and so I think the guys are good teams here, and I think everybody's doing a great job, and from both Nassau and the folks on the ground here helping us out.
The BPL linemen are a welcome sight in this devastated community.
Well, when you're out on the road and they see the line trucks, you know, in times like this, the linemen are the heroes, right? But they forget about the folks, you know, behind the lines. But yeah, they're beeping the horns and they're waving and they're saying some nice things to folks. They're stopping, and we had one gentleman who actually broke down and cried when he saw, you know, the linemen on the road going south. He was just so happy.
To date, all of South Abaco, except the community of Island Homes and about 40% of Sandy Point, were re-energized. Efforts now turn to rebuilding the transmission lines from the Wilson City Power Station north to Marsh Harbor and getting that critical community infrastructure back online. For Bahamas at Sunrise, this is Suzette Parker.